Joining us now to react, Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin. So, Senator, let's juxtapose what we just heard. Your colleague from Nevada, Jackie Rosen, getting all hissy over the shutdown that she has voted for, 15 times. Her Democratic colleague from Nevada, by the way, has been one of the few Democrats to vote against it, so maybe they should have a conversation. But here we have a Democrat congressman looking for the exit. He doesn't want to be part of Congress anymore, and he's saying it's because of the shutdown and our obstruction. He's admitting who's doing the shutdown. Are other Democrats still playing this ridiculous game, pretending otherwise?
Well, Guy, Jared is a friend of mine. He's been at my house I don't know how many times. We actually co-chair the No Labels group together. And he's a John Fetterman of the House. He's common sense. He calls it the way that it is. And he sees that the radical takeover of the Democrat Party is only going to get worse. I mean, we saw that last night with the elections, right? With him electing the new leader of the Democrat Party as an open communist. And so I think, yes, Guy, to get to your question, there is, without question, a group of people that see it. They want to break out, and they were going to break out this week. In fact, I was very bullish on this last week, saying we're going to open back up after the election. And because they had made an agreement, Chuck Schumer had agreed with Dick Durbin that he would allow him to vote to reopen the government. There's been a group working in a very strong bipartisan manner, saying once this election is over, we're going to reopen. And then today, Guy, they came back with some of the most ridiculous demands that was taking authority away from President Trump, wanting us as a Senate to guarantee what the House can and can't do. And it's just not feasible. Now they've come out with even more demands, which goes to show they were never serious about opening the government. This was all about leverage for them. This is all about politics and has nothing to do with policy. And they think they're winning because they're making federal workers suffer. They're making those that are most vulnerable that need food assistance suffer. But for them, it's, hey, as Chuck Schumer says, every day is getting better.
So they're emboldened, Senator, these Democrats. And again, to Jackie Rosen, it only requires 5 Senate Democrats to vote to reopen the government. 3 of them have, Catherine Cortez Masto, Angus King, and John Fetterman. Mm-hmm. So they think, oh, we're winning on this issue because of what happened yesterday. And now they're stepping up and demanding what? And literally threatening the safety of Americans by keeping the government closed.
Well, Dagan, they're claiming victory, but they're claiming victory for what? We didn't lose any areas that President Trump won last year. I mean, Virginia, Kamala Harris won by 5 points. New York, we never was even in the ballgame with. New Jersey's blue. And then California, my Lord, they're so blue, they're off the reservation. I mean, who knows what's going on there? And so there isn't any area that we actually lost. They're just out there claiming victory because they had a night, and they should be worried, and who should be worried about this is Chuck Schumer, because I wouldn't be surprised if Mamdani, he doesn't last 4 years in New York, but in 2 years he starts running against Chuck Schumer for the Senate. And so I have a hard time rationalizing where they're moving towards, but they're trying to inflict pain. And this is why the numbers of the approval rating for Democrats continue to shrink. At the same time, they are, as they have said openly, they're using the American people as leverage points. And it's sad because they have staff that's working for them that haven't received a paycheck for 36 days. Every one of us fly home on weekends right now, and we walk through TSA agents that haven't been paid in 36 days. We all require the tower to be manned, and they're making sure our flights get to and from destination, and those air traffic controllers aren't being paid. We have a law enforcement, that's Capitol Police, that is protecting all of us on a daily basis when we're in Washington, D.C., and those individuals aren't getting paid. It is, to me, the Democrats should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Instead, they're emboldened, and the demands they're asking is absolutely unreasonable. It's not even negotiable at this point. So what we're going to do in the Senate is we're going to put a bill forward tomorrow or Friday, and we're going to allow them to vote no again. But on this one, it's going to be an appropriation bill and a CR. So it's going to have 3 appropriation bills, and it's going to CR the other 9. The date is uncertain. It looks like it may be into January. And we're going to say, hey, do you want to open the government back up or not? And see what they do.
Boom. Senator Markwayne Mullin, you come back anytime, dear sir.